Brooklyn Independent Television.
She produced a documentary, and they published a book. Common thread? An honest discussion about fatherlessness. This mother-daughter team had questions and didn't know where to get the answers. But a search for personal discovery led them on a journey that extends far beyond just them. Meet Tonia and Skylar Grady.
My name is Tonia Grady, and I am a filmmaker and a television producer and an entrepreneur and a new author. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I moved to Atlanta. A friend of mine, her boyfriend had a television show on cable access, and he wanted a new host. He liked my flair, that I was from Brooklyn. I talked different, I walked different, everything about me was different. So I wanted to do a television show, and my show was called The Red Room. I would talk to celebrities, VIPs, local businesswomen and men, and I interviewed a lot of big stars, Jamie Foxx, P. Diddy, everybody that came through Atlanta. When I moved back to Brooklyn, my daughter was pretty much around 3 years old. She just asked me, well, Mommy, where's my daddy? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't have the answers for her, and it bothered me. So I decided to do a documentary called Man Up, the exploration of a fatherless nation, and find out why men walk away from their children. So I started asking questions from single moms, and I wanted to talk to the children because to me, nobody had talked to the children. Nobody had checked in with them.
I want my dad to like watch me growing up, to see how I've improved in something, to see what I've done, to see what I've accomplished, to be there for me.
Fatherless like me, growing up without dad. That came about one night when we had just finished a screening. Skylar and I, we got home, and just jokingly, I said, Sky, we should write a book about our life. And she said, okay, Ma, let's write a book. 3 years later, okay, we're gonna do it. And she gave me this look like, And it was that look that I said, you know what, Sky, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it now.
Hi, my name is Skylar, and I live in Brooklyn, New York. I love riding my ripstick, playing basketball, and most of all, playing with my favorite stuffed animal, Miss Sophie. I feel sad because my father is not in my life, and I want to know about him, and I want him to know about me, and I want to show him around and show him my neighborhood. I wanted to write this book because there's a lot of people, a lot of kids who don't have their fathers in their life, and they're struggling to get over that. When I get mad or feel sad, I write letters to my dad, and the bad feelings go away. Life without dad is not cool, I know. You will have some good days and some bad days. Try to spend most of your time doing all the things that make you feel happy.
Skylar wrote her parts, I wrote my parts, and the hardest part was figuring out how to frame the story. She was excited about being a part of this, and we came up with the illustrations.
My favorite character in the book is Miss Sophie. Miss Sophie is a pink and white panda bear. We got the illustrator to color it. It looked really nice.
I met Skylar about 5 years ago. She came into my classroom, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready for learning. When it came to writing workshop, she would never want to stop writing. So finally I gave in and gave her a book. And I made her promise me that she would write every day in this book. It was very eye-opening actually to see Skylar in this light because I had no idea that Skylar was growing up without her dad.
Miss O'Brien is my favorite teacher. She taught me a lot of difficult things that I learned.
I like the book because she was growing up without dad, and she was growing up like without dad, just like me. I miss my dad because I never got to spend time with him. It makes me feel really sad. The book makes me feel really better. It doesn't make me like miss my dad as much. The book gave me hope that my dad would come back to me.
He needed to see that there was other children out there that were just like him, that they didn't have their father involved. So I bought the book and I took it to his class and I read it to him the same day in his classroom. And it made us both cry. It brought out a lot in him, and it helped.
As a teacher, I've seen the effects of children growing up without a father. It can go either way.
Young girls not having a relationship with their father is basically what leaves them clueless as to how to relate to men. And for the little boys, your father is the example of what you are supposed to become. My passion is to somehow reconnect the children to their father, because sometimes it's just as easy as showing them that their child is in pain.
Always remember to have fun and shine as bright as you can, because you are beautiful, special, and awesome. Oh yeah, and fatherless like me. Thank you.
Watch this and other Brooklyn Independent Television episodes online at breakartsmedia.org/BIT.